Hello. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me on a Monday this time. Having a little ice latte, a little afternoon ice latte. How is everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Annie Bear and Margaret. Great to see you all. I'm Gina Fish. I'm back. Thanks for understanding. I was out of town in Mount Shasta for last Friday's normal live stream time. It was really great to be there. Really, really fun. How is everybody? I hope you guys had a great weekend. I should sit still. Look, you can tell how fidgety I am. What is this? Seeing things in my background. Oh, what is that? The trip was really great, Gina Halleck. Thank you. How are you? It was really fun. Hi, Dorella and SR Kish. Yes, it was tough to get away during my busy season for sure, but I did it. And, overall, it was really a good thing. It's a nice shift of energy. Although I can't say that it was relaxing from the standpoint that we were busy, but it was really fun. It was really fun. You see the light behind me back here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. I can't say it's mystical. I think it's from my ring light. Yeah. Hi, Nancy G. Hi, Lucy Lekich. Alex H. We got Henry and dropping cards and JJ here, JPEG. Or maybe he just escaped. Yep. We've got I've got frizzy hair. Great to see everybody. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about, it was really, really fun to go to Shasta. I arrived last Wednesday. Flew into Medford, Oregon. And then it's about an hour and a half south of there into the mountains. Beautiful, beautiful area. And Mount Shasta is just like, if you've ever been, it's like, you're in this kind of rolling hills and then this massive mountain comes up out of nowhere. It's still got snow up at the top. And I believe it's a volcano as well. So it was really, really cool. We did some great meditations and some good healings. And I was lucky enough to be able to conduct a healing session last Thursday. And then Meldor and I conducted another it turned out to be just a really lovely conversation with some of the attendees up at the top of the mountain. Not all the way at the top, just at the base of the trails up to the top. But it was really cool, really nice. And we did some UFO hunting. That was actually pretty cool. And if you look on Linda G's channel, I think in her posts page, she just posted a video that my sister took. My sister Heather, who comes on in this chat, she took this really cool video that is so interesting. You should take a look at it. There's something hovering around over the building where we were shooting. We tried a modified CE5 session to call in the ETs, and that was really cool. So take a look at that. That's on her post. I sent it to Linda because she conducted that session with us. So much fun. It was really cool. And what was wild is Heather didn't see the video, see the thing you'll see in the video until the next morning, because she was recording. Somebody had suggested we record in slow motion with our phones in slow-mo mode. And she was watching it back the next day and she's like, what's this? So you'll see this thing kind of Well, yeah, just take a look for yourself. It was very cool. So that was really fun. Um, so anyway, here we are. We're back. And I want to say, can you believe it's the last day of June? I can't. I feel like this year has gone so, this half year has gone so fast. So fast. So I just think it's crazy. And it's been a kind of a wild ride, not in a good way, has it? It's been really, really crazy. Okay, Gina Fish says that's smart. I was trying to film fireflies last week and should try filming in slow-mo. Yeah, because you see a completely different thing when you watch it back. Anyway, it was very, very cool. But tomorrow is the first day of July, and I just can't even believe it. Remember that this is the year when all of the outer planets change signs, which is, no one on Earth. Oh, there's John. Hi, John. Hi. You don't crash. I think he's out in his car. No one living on Earth today, unless you're a vampire, has ever experienced this. A time when all of the outer planets change signs. And so we have Uranus doing that this month. Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises and sudden changes, entering Gemini, and that will be next week. Breakthroughs as well. Breakthroughs, electric energy. Whoops, my phone's making noise. Sorry about that. Oh, it's a political text. Hi, Craig Dixon. Good to see you. How are you? So we'll see lots of big changes, mental breakthroughs, truths, mental energy starting, because Gemini is all about mental energy, thought, word, communication, but Uranus is about breakthroughs. So that will be an interesting time too. So anyway, but back to Shasta, it was really great to be there. It was great. Thank you so much to Kim Copeland and Danny Shea. He's a riot, as if you can't tell already. I got to meet Psychic Duck in person. I think I have a picture of it. Mel, Dor, Linda G, and a whole cast of other characters that you may have seen. Alice L. Is another one you may see. You've maybe seen in a chat from here and there. Rosaire, who comes on this chat as well, was also with us. Really great to meet them all in person. So super, super fun. Hi, Funny Mom. Good to see you. And anyway, so I'm sure some of us will be posting more of those pictures as the week goes on. Look at my channel. I've posted a few pictures. Excuse me. But I'm tired. It was an exhausting pace, a few days of, lots going on. Oh, you film water in slow-mo, Annie Bear. That's interesting. I bet that is cool. Yeah. So anyway, last week we had that new moon in Cancer, turning our emotions up to 11, as they say in Spinal Tap. Emotions on high. Maybe a little anxiety with that, but also our intuitive sense. Happy birthday to all those Cancer sun babies out there as well. I know we have a few of you here in the chat. We also had lots of Mercury energy last week. Mercury trines and sextiles. And again, Mercury, like Gemini, rules mental energy and technology and things like that. And it is gearing up to go retrograde this month, along with Neptune and Saturn. Hi, Lynn LeGlaire, driving. Don't crash. Don't crash. Anyway, so that's something to look forward to this month. And this is kind of July is going to be a pivotal month. It's kind of a game-changing month from the energy that we felt, that frenetic energy we felt up to this time through June, right? So it's going to start shifting now. It's going to start shifting. I'm not going to say it's going to be less intense, but I think it's going to be, we're going to feel a difference soon. And I wanted to talk about, like, we've seen, I wonder if it has anything to do with Anonymous. If anybody has seen those hackers named Anonymous are promising something, I think this week, some new revelations and some things that we all want to know. Yeah, Gina would love it to be less intense. I would too. But I think it's going to be intense in a different way, though. But wouldn't that be interesting to see what Anonymous has to say? They said, I don't know the exact date, if anybody knows it out there. Yeah, it sounds like a time to stay grounded. I hope Anonymous spills tea. Yes, you subscribe to them. Yeah, I've seen some of their clips. I think they said there will be a bomb dropped 31 days from whenever it was that they released that. So, Jack Smith is back in the U.S. Wonder what that means. Wonder what that means. Yeah, he better watch his back, right? He'll be deported. Okay, Annie Bear says it's supposed to be tomorrow, July 1st. But of course, we have 4th of July this week, so anytime this week would make sense, right? So those of you who are watching the U.S. from the outside, wish us well. We're all hoping for the best. Yep. Anyway. So thank you for joining me on a Monday rather than a Sunday. I was flying in last night and got in fairly late, and it was too late to come on live. Are we all attending protests on the 4th? I'm going to be live streaming with Allie and Kelly and Ginger and a few other people on the 4th. So, so I believe, yeah. And so I don't think we have any protests going on around here, but it's not a bad idea. Hubby is a goo. Research it for me. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Good at researching it for you. Maybe that's what you meant to say. Yeah, I'm not aware of any protests. Okay, Gina Fish says the main protest is next Saturday on the 12th. I have a feeling it's probably going to be next week for us as well, here in Colorado. In Denver, in lovely Denver, Colorado. So if you are new here and you're watching it back, I know all you lovely people in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, Jessica Lynn. But if you're new here and watching this back or watching in silence, thank you for joining me and welcome. I'm Kelly Scarborough, the Mystic Next Door. I'm a psychic, a medium, and a healer. And I thank you for all of your support. If you could please do all the YouTube-y things and hit the subscribe and notification bell and leave a comment, that always helps as well. The like button, the little thumbs up down there. Thank you so much. I'd appreciate it. So now, what is happening for the astrologically speaking for the week of June 30th through July 6th? And I can't believe I'm saying July. I just can't believe it. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat again. Whenever I start to talk, here it goes. It might have something to do with the latte that I'm drinking. Thank you, Gina. All right. What is happening for the week of June 30th to July 6th? Not too many aspects to talk about, and that'll give us more time to chit-chat afterwards. So on Friday, July 4th, we have 3 big aspects happening. Venus will enter Gemini. As I said, Uranus will enter Gemini next week. So they're going to be forming a conjunction as well, right? When Venus enters Gemini, which is the sign of the mind and thought communication, this helps us to communicate better in our relationships, right? It also brings a little mental activity to our relationships, maybe discernment to relationships and money. Venus rules love, money, beauty. Yes. So, and the same day, Venus will be forming a conjunction with Uranus, which I said will be changing signs next week. Big deal. So what happens when Venus conjuncts with Uranus? Uranus is all about sudden, unexpected developments, and that could be in the area of love, right? If you're looking for love, get out there, right? Maybe some shakeups in long-standing relationships as well, or with your money. Or you could encounter unconventional people in your life right now, okay? Because Uranus is unique and unconventional. It makes us see things differently. Also, on July 4th, this is all happening on the 4th of July, guys. So if you're in the US and you're celebrating, these things are all happening the same day. So also that day, Neptune will go retrograde in Aries. Okay. So Neptune, as you know, has been in this tight conjunction with Saturn. They're playing this little dance right now, right at the beginning of Aries. And when Neptune goes retrograde, Neptune brings a little fogginess, but also intuition and kind of we tune into our dreams. But when it goes retrograde, it asks us to review these things, but it can bring a little extra fog to that part of our lives too, right? So again, tune into your dreams. We're encouraged to go deep with our intuition. And yeah, so very, very, a very busy day on July 4th. Okay. What did you share on your channel? I'll have to take a look. Annie Bear? Yes. Okay. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Sunday, July 6th. Venus will sextile Neptune and Saturn on that day. That's this coming Sunday. So this is a nice aspect. I say it's sextiling Neptune and Saturn once again because Neptune and Saturn are buddies. They're sitting right together. So it's approximate, but pretty close. Oh, thank you, Annie Bear. I appreciate that. So this is creative energy. Neptune is creativity. It's imagination. And Venus being the sign of beauty, it encourages us to really tap into our intuition, our beauty, our love, our imagination right now. But because Saturn is sitting right there too, there's a permanence and sometimes a seriousness that can come at the same time, right? That's what Saturn brings to the picture. So here we are. And I would say the first half of this month is similar, more of the same, but then really it breaks loose after Uranus enters Gemini next week, and we start to see some other changes happen. Okay, so very, very cool. Very good. Hopefully we'll start seeing things move forward, and the logjam that we've been experiencing in this country, in this world, really will break loose, and we'll start to see some forward momentum again. Some good momentum. Hey, Bernadette. Good to see you. So now we're going to move on to our TarotScopes for the week of June 30th through July 6th. Please remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, sorry, my nose is itching, sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planet that figures prominently in your chart. Remember, these are general readings, and we all have unique birth charts. So make sure that you take what resonates and leave the rest and consult your personal chart for more details. Okay, I start on a different sign each week, and this week we start with Pisces. I know we have a lot of Pisces friends here in the chat, so that's exciting. And I am using my good old, you're going to see how tattered this is. My universal weight, but the dog chewed the lid. It's like the Rider-Waite. One of my original decks. Yes, Fatima's a Pisces. Craig. Let's see. Gina's a Pisces. We have a lot of Pisces here. Okay. Remember, I pull four cards. We have the energy of the week. What are the cautions, or what should you be aware of? What actions should I take? And what does Spirit want me to know this week? Okay. Yes, Gina, you do. And my son. Excuse me. All right, Pisces, what do we have for you? What's the energy of the week for Pisces? Oops. I've got jumpers already. There we go. Yes. All right. Energy of the week. This is a time of making decisions. We get the Two of Swords, right? This is a crossroads time for some of you Pisces out there. You see that new moon? We had that new moon last week. It may be, this month might be a pivotal one for you. Yes. What is that? Oh, Henry, what did you do to mommy car? I don't know what that means. Henry is lying right here. Anyway, so this is the week of decisions, of mental energy, like, really important decisions, it feels to me. Oh, mommy's cards. Gotcha. Yep. I think was it Henry? May have been Henry, and then he had an accomplice too when my son's dog was with us. You can see I have notes and stuff on the top of these. This is, like I said, one of my earliest decks. They're tattered and I love them. All right. What are the cautions that I should be aware of this week? The Five of Swords always tells us that conflict may be in our midst, right? So here we are. Perhaps this decision we need to make is bringing conflict to us, conflicted mind, conflicted energy into our lives, right? This might be something somebody else did to us or we are doing to ourselves. What actions should we take? So maybe to make these decisions, these important decisions, we are asked to look to the past, to times. This is that card that has those children, those sweet children. Look to sweet times from the past for answers. Okay. And what does Spirit want me to know this week? The King of Wands is fiery energy. This is following your passion. This is the entrepreneur card. So if you're thinking about starting up a business, doing your own thing, maybe creating like moving into a new art form or something of that nature, Spirit wants you to know it's time. It's a good time to do it and go for it. This is a card of go for it. Take action. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. Okay. All right, Pisces. The time is now. Make those decisions. Move forward. Take action. Okay. All right. What am I seeing there? Oh, this is the bed behind me. So you see the spare. I'm in the spare bedroom now. Aries. I'm not going to forget you this time, Aries. So many times I just sort of gloss over you. Don't take it personally. I have my dad and my brother are Aries. My dad was Aries. He's in spirit now. Okay. For Aries. Oh my goodness. Whoa, look where you're starting this week, Aries. Hi, Lily Rose. Cooking and watching. What are you making? Let us know. I don't know what's for dinner here. The Tower, the energy of the week is the Tower. This brings big changes to you, right? Big changes coming your way, Aries. Changes you may not see coming. That's that Uranus energy, right? So the Tower is not always a bad thing. The Tower can mean there's some really needed changes that you need to make in your life, Aries. So think about what that may be. And the caution of the week, this isn't really a caution. This is saying take a beat, really take a moment to really see things the way that they should be, right? You're given an opportunity now to take a moment and reset your priorities this week, Aries. Sorry, got that frog in my throat. I'll drink more of my latte that's given me the frog. It's that dairy. Not good for you. Not good for me. Okay. What action should I take? Yes. Look at this. The King of Cups. They're saying have some compassion. Be kind, compassionate with others. This is a very intuitive king, very powerful. He has a full heart, and you too, Aries, should fill your heart as well. Share with others. King Charles. Oh, King Charles the Frog. I don't know that term. King Charles the Frog. And look at this. Spirit wants you to know that justice is coming. Fairness, balance is coming into your life, right? This is a card of truth. This is a card of, you see, he's got the scales here, so balance will be coming forward. If there's legal action in your life, justice is coming to you, right? Or if someone has just been unfair with you, justice. This is nice. Very, very good. Okay. So look out for those changes, Aries. Some of you are going to have some, something a little bit surprising, perhaps, but for the better. All right. Lily Rose is making chicken breast with mushrooms. Yes, it's so hot in Arizona. Yeah. Oh my gosh. 116 is the temp in Arizona right now. My gosh. Oh my God. We cooled off today. We were like barely 80 here in Denver. So Fahrenheit, obviously, but 116. I don't think I can take that. All right, let's move on to Taurus. What do we have? I like this deck because it fits so nicely in my hand. It's pocket-sized. That's why it's my favorite. Okay. Here we go. Well, Taurus, Wheel of Fortune. Your karmic change is coming to you, right? Something really important. Kind of a time of your life this is a whole era that's ending and new beginnings are coming for you. So look out for what that would be. Yeah, Gina Fish. These are kind of playing card size. I love it. Cautions. Okay. So 10 of Swords says that we are kind of down and out. Somebody has done something to us. This is always considered sort of the faceplant card. You see he's down, face down. But he does have this symbol in his hand here that talks about, looking forward, peace, moving forward in his life, right? You do see the sunlight back here. After the, yeah, it's always darkest at dawn, right? Before the sun comes up. The end of the suit. So that means this is ending. Something is coming to an end that's been a real problem for you, Taurus. And that's good, because action should you take. The Queen of Cups, kind of like the King of Cups. This is kindness, compassion. This is nurturing. Nurture yourself and others around you. Yeah. Okay. And so I think this is a really great time for you to take care of you. Give yourself the self-care that you need at this time, Taurus. It will pay off, because Spirit wants you to know that new action is coming your way, a whole new beginning. You start and you end with new beginnings, endings and beginnings. So something very new is coming towards you, Taurus, and get ready. Do you see him? Oh, there he is. Oh, there's a picture. We found this picture that we don't know who the child is in the picture, and so we're trying to figure it out. That's my son's kitty. You see him? He's so cute. Come here. Come here. He's so cute. He's a sweetheart. He's settling in. Let me make sure you can see him in there. That's JPEG. That's my grand cat. Okay. Thank you, Taurus. We're moving on to Gemini. Gemini, speaking of sudden changes, you're going to have Uranus entering your sign next week. Next week. Yeah. He's a sweet, sweet kitty. The other cat is still, there's still a little bit of hissing, a little growling between the two of them, but we're not having too much drama anymore. He's a sweetheart. Okay, Gemini. What do we have? I think it's time. Time to stop shuffling. All right. Oh, Gemini. Oh, you deserve this. Okay, nice. Okay, Margaret, Gemini, Stellium, look at you. The offer, the Knight of Cups. So this may be that job you're looking for, Margaret. You mentioned before the offer. This could be in a relationship too. That knight in shining armor offer. Something's coming forward for you, and it's kind and compassionate. It's going to feel really good. And what should you be aware of? The Empress. So when I see this card, I feel like it's the sky's the limit. Oh, you're a Gemini sun as well, Nancy G. Okay. This is a card of abundance, right? This is love, money, all the resources. This is Venus energy. You see that symbol right here. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is really beautiful, kind, compassionate, lovely beauty, money, love, all the good things. Okay, what action should you take? Who got this one before? So this is looking at the past, the kind and compassionate past, right? That childlike wonder. Look to the past for clues to your future, right? Maybe it's you're moving into a time of past abundance in your life, right? Maybe things were easier for you. Maybe you're moving into a time when your love relationships or your home or your surroundings were more beautiful. Maybe it's coming back to you. And Spirit wants you to know, with the Page of Cups, we start with the Knight of Cups and we end with the Page of Cups, right? These are surprises, but they're emotional new beginnings. Pages are always new action, new beginnings, okay? And so this could come in a very surprising way. This could be that special someone coming from, out of the blue. We saw that in the general astrology this week as well. There may be some things coming out of the blue. All right. Very nice. Hi, Mystic Shining. You're not late. We haven't gotten to Libra yet. Okay. Okay. You're Gemini Sun and Venus. There you go. Very nice. Okay. Those are really good cards for Gemini. I like it. I like it very, very much. I feel like Libra, I mean, I've said this before, but all the Geminis I know have just gone through it for a while. And I feel like you've just started emerging from that time. Okay, Cancer. We are in the season of Cancer. Happy birthday to all those Cancers. I, as you know, am a Cancer rising. I tell you every week. Oh, okay. You, like our Pisces friends, start with the Crossroads card. Excuse me. Yes, emergence phase. I like it. Cancer, some of you Cancers may be experiencing a crossroads. Like, do I want to stay in this career? Do I want to live in this city anymore? Do I want to travel now? Is it time for me to retire? Is it time for me to look, maybe leave a relationship? What is that? This is the energy of the week. Big decisions, decision time. The year is halfway over. Let's start to make some decisions. Cancer. And you get your card. What should you be aware of? The Chariot is attributed to Cancer. And this says things are moving forward, right? Again, you see the duality here, right? I always feel like this is a fork in the road. You've been waiting. You've been sitting at that stop sign and you don't know whether you should go left or right. This is a card that says, okay, I've made a decision. I'm moving forward. So very interesting. It should come after the Two of Swords, the card of the crossroad. Okay. What action should you take right now? This is a card, the Four of Pentacles is a card of stability. They're saying, like, find your stability. Actually get two cards of stability. Spirit wants you to know that stability and groundedness is where you really need to be right now. You need to ground your energy. You need to ground your energy. So what action should you take? It's save your money. It's take care of your physical health. Really kind of ground yourself deeply with the earth. Hi, Polly. And Spirit is telling you that they're bringing you the nurturing, the resources to do what you want to do, right? You're trying to make these decisions with the Crossroads cards. Time to nurture yourself and really kind of recognize the abundance that you have. Okay. I like that for you. Very good. Very good, Cancer. Now moving on to Leo. Entering July, Leo season is almost upon us. Yeah. Okay, Lily Rose. I like that. I like that for you. It just sounds like we're Cancers on the move, making some decisions. Some of you Cancers will know what I'm talking about. Okay, Leo. Thank you, Gina. I like that you put a number there too. It helps helps people to know where we are. Smart of you. Okay, Leo. And look at JPEG over there having a nice little bath. My other kitty's too chubby to, fold herself over like that. Okay, Leo. Oh my goodness. The third sign of the Zodiac that got this Six of Cups in the action, what action should I take area. Interesting. Okay. Energy of the week for you, Leo, is this Eight of Cups. This is about seeking something that's more fulfilling, right? Maybe you're feeling restless in the job. And look, it looks like it's coming at the time of the full moon. This is kind of eclipse energy, but it's saying you're feeling restless. You know there's more. You trust in the universe to provide, right? You've got 8 full cups. It's not enough for you anymore. You're going to look, strike out looking for your fortune, your fulfillment. Stumbling on my words here. Okay. What caution should I take? Well, this is a card of being in defense mode, right? So be careful not to really kind of be too defensive, right? Allow things to come. Don't get into any of those skirmishes. This is also a reminder, like put up your boundaries and hold your ground, right? So hold your ground. If something feels unjust, make sure that you hold your ground, Leo. Some of you Leos will know. Polly is a Leo rising. Yes, I'm a Leo moon. Okay. What action should you take? Like I said, this is the third time we've seen the 6 of Cups in this position, in the what action should I take position, right? If we think about this, okay, this is for everyone. If we keep seeing it appear again and again, I think we're all being asked to really dig deep and look at a time of our lives when we felt joy, where we felt, just peaceful. And this is a card of compassion and kindness and joy and finding our joy. So, what action should you take? Find your joy. Find your joy. And Spirit wants you to know, again, we see this 4 of Pentacles again. 4 of Pentacles is all about finding stability. Sometimes it can be a little stingy energy, holding on a little bit too tight, but Spirit would never ask you to do that. So they're saying, like, no, they want you to know that stability is coming to you in your health, your wealth, in anything tangible. Okay. All right, Leo. So it looks like that 6 of Cups. And if you don't see how I do this, but I do kind of put the cards back in individually. So it's amazing when they come out again and again and again, because and then I shuffle them in. So I really do feel like it's important for us all to pay attention to those messages. Okay. Virgo. I know we have some Virgos in the room as well. Virgo. Okay. All right. The energy of the week for you, Virgo, you too get this 7 of Wands card. Okay. 7 of Wands, like I said, this is being in defense mode. The energy of the week, you may feel like you have to defend your territory. Maybe somebody's kind of come at you, or your family, or your job, or some area of your life, your child, and you feel like you have to come to their defense, right? Or it's something really about you. I always remind you, though, with the 7 of Wands, is that you have made it to the top of the rise, and despite the detractors, you're still standing. So just make sure that you don't kind of stay in that mode. We need to just keep moving forward. Odelia is Virgo moon and rising, and Fatima is a Virgo rising. Lots of Virgo energy here. Okay. What should I be aware of? So the Hierophant says, look to your leaders, right? Look to your spiritual leaders, look to your spiritual guides, look for guidance from above, from your higher self right now. Okay. If you're feeling like you're under attack, look for some leadership. This could also be government, right? This is big structure, big order, right? Look to this space for answers. Okay. And what action should you take? So Page of Cups is taking new action in a creative new way, right? In a surprising way sometimes. This is a card of new emotional starts in new areas. Creative energy. We talked about Neptune in the earlier part of the show. And tap into that Neptune energy. This is Neptune energy. But new starts. And speaking about new, Spirit wants you to know with the Judgment card that a rebirth is coming for you, right? You might have to really kind of dig deep to work to that point, but it's coming. It's coming, and you may be aware of it by the end of this week. Okay, very nice. Very nice, Virgo. Okay, hang in there. Some of you know, Virgos will know what I'm talking about. Okay. Libra. Where are my Libra friends? I'm a Libra sun. Born on my mom's birthday. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Wow. Ooh, okay. Interesting, Libra. October 1st. Mystic shining. I was September 30th. I am September 30th. So you were born. Your birthday's the next day. Okay. Energy of the week. Wow. Emperor. This is power. This is owning who you are and what you want to be, what you want to create in your world. Okay. These are powerful cards this week, Libra. Very powerful. So what is it that you want to do in your world? You've got the Emperor behind you this week. Tina Halleck, 1012. Okay. All right. Look at this. Look at this. Cautions, or what should you be aware of? Okay. So if this is a caution, this is saying whatever this is that you're implementing, it could be moving slowly, but it is moving forward. So you should be aware that it's coming, even if it feels like those changes you're trying to make are slow. When they're slow, it's lasting. Oh, your husband's birthday. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I have to say this. Sorry, I'll interrupt Libra and say Annie Bear was interviewed by Life After Life NDE. It's coming out any day. I can't wait to see it. Let us know when it's out. Please shoot me an email. I'll blast it. Okay. So anyway, this is just saying it's coming. It's just taking longer than you like. But when it takes its time, it's more resilient. It's lasting. What action should you take? Okay, so you get 2 nights, and nights are all about taking action moving forward. Knight of Cups is again, it's this offer. If you've been waiting for the job, waiting for opportunities to come towards you, they're coming. So take them when they come. Recognize them when they come. Oh, joyful journey. Rising and sun. Okay. And what does Spirit want you to know? Just like Virgo, this is a rebirth card. Okay. Judgment says it shows these people coming out of the coffin and they're reborn into a new life. Okay. Something really big is coming for you, Libra. Let me know what that is. Okay. This could be a whole new outlook on life. It could be a new opportunity that just changes everything. This could be a move that's very foundational for you. Really, really big. Oh, great week for my annual evaluation. Yes. Very nice, Tina Fish. I like it. Okay. It's a big one. You're an introvert, Annie Bear. But speaking on behalf of Mother Earth, and in some small way. You said yes. Good for you. That's exciting. Okay. Something big and exciting. So listen, guys, all my Libra friends, let's share. Let's share what those exciting new changes are, okay? I want to hear. Scorpio. Scorpio. What do we have coming up for you? My Scorpio sun is traveling all around Europe right now. Let's see what he's got. Okay. Oh my gosh. You have all swords, Scorpio. All swords. Lots of mental energy. All right. But it could be a little combative. So let's make sure we're careful with that. The energy of the week is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is coming in hot, right? Maybe a little impulsive. Maybe you just have a lot going on and you're running, to and fro. Maybe something is coming towards you really quickly, right? This is, so the caution of the week is the Seven of Swords. This is trickery. This is somebody who may have done something to you that you did not like, you didn't see coming, right? So watch for the deceit, the deceitful ones this week. Ooh, I just got a chill when I said that. As you know, my hair's crazy. As you know, I get my chills in my head and sometimes down my body, but it starts in my head and even feels like it's in my face. Ooh, okay. All right. And what action should I take? The King of Swords. Okay. Wow. This could be some combative energy this week for you, Scorpio friends. All right. This is a lot of air energy, and sometimes the King of Swords can be a little bit aggressive. So would Spirit ask you to be aggressive? No, but it would ask you to really kind of use your astute mental capabilities right now. This is about mental energy. Okay. Annie Bear has a Scorpio sun as well. You know how interesting that is. Okay. And what does Spirit want you to know? The ultimate sword, right? Ace of Swords. This is saying take new mental action. Step into your truth. This is all about truth. So Spirit wants you to step into your truth at this time. Oh, we have another Maderos with us. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hi, Nelia. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Wow. You guys are in your heads a lot this week, Scorpio. So that would make sense for my Scorpio son. he lives in his head. Yeah. Nelia, I may take some questions at the end, but give me a moment. I'm almost done with our Zodiac. Okay. Okay. So we only have 3 more: Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Okay. All right. Sagittarius. Boy, that was. I'm curious to hear what any of our our Scorpio friends experience this week. It's a lot. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Well, this is nice. You start this week, Sagittarius. The energy of your week is the Two of Cups. This is coming together. This may be forming new relationships or friends, right? This can be signing contracts, but this is beautiful, sweet, potentially romantic energy, or potentially forming partnerships with others, work or whatever. Okay, very nice. Oh, the caution of the week. Changes coming in hot. Now, when I see the Tower card surrounded by beautiful cards, and you'll see the next ones, I feel like this is a very nice change, a needed change coming in for you, Sagittarius. Think about what that may be, right? Are you stuck in a dead-end job or a relationship that's just not very fulfilling? This one's coming in. And look at this. What action should I take? This is a card of celebration. Okay, Neil, yeah, we'll let you know. All right. This is a card of celebration. And so they're saying get out, get together with your friends, have a party, go out for drinks, celebrate life right now because you deserve it, Sagittarius. And what does Spirit want you to know? They want you to put those new ideas into effect. The Page of Swords is using his education and his intellect to put new ideas into effect, right? Do it. This is a card of change. You've got a lot of change here this week, Sagittarius. It's a card of newness. Very, very good. 555. Okay. So Nelia, yes, we have some other Madeiros in this chat. Okay, Capricorn, thank you. I thought she was related to you, Fatima. Okay, Capricorn. All right. Oh, very interesting week for you. Energy of the week is the King of Cups. And what's interesting is we end the week, what Spirit wants us to know is the Queen of Cups. So this is a nice, nice, compassionate, kind. These are nice, compassionate, kind cards for you. You might need that kindness and compassion and this intuition because the caution of the week is the card of loss, right? This can be a card of grief. Capricorn, what are you grieving? What are we struggling to leave behind? This might be what we're struggling to leave behind. What action should you take? This is also, so you have 2 5s, and 5s can be difficult energy, but they're transitional energy. They are switching into nicer times. They're moving forward. But action is to sort of leave this card of loss and grief and poverty in the past. Right? It may be informing you right now, but look what you have coming in for you with that Queen of Cups. Yes, okay? The Queen of Cups is saying be kind and compassionate to yourselves and to others. I love it. I love this. I love this. I think we're having a little family reunion here in the chat. It's great. Okay, so hang in there, Capricorn. Don't keep licking your wounds forever. Have your moment and move forward. Okay. And last but not least is Aquarius. Aquarius, what do we have for you? All right, the cards are not wanting to shuffle. Let me give them another little shuffle because that didn't work. Okay. Yes, on Friday nights, I usually take personal questions. I may take a few tonight. I know it's late for you on the East Coast because I started at 6 tonight. So thank you for joining me a little bit later. Since I had to do it on Monday, since I was out of town over the weekend, I started a little later, so thank you. All right, Aquarius, last but not least, our Aquarian friends. Guys, I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. What? You're not going to believe what we start with. Okay. Again, we get this card of loss, of grief. The energy of the week for some Aquarians and some Capricorns, especially for those of you who are late Capricorns and early Aquarians, is this card of loss, sadness, grief. All right. What is happening with you, Aquarius? It may not be everyone, maybe just some of you. Okay. Fives are changes, Gina. You're absolutely right. It's time to change. It's switching gears. Okay. Gina Fish says, I totally believe it. Last week was icky for me and your Capricorn kid. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. What should you be aware of with this Page of Wands? Okay. This is, again, pages are new energy. It's saying new energy, new action is required right now. Take those new actions, start the new thing that you've been thinking of, put it into motion. Oh, you're an Aqua on the cusp, January 20th. It may not affect you as much if you're late Aquarius. Yeah. And remember, we all have unique birth signs, birth charts. What action should you take? All right. This was saying, what should you be aware of? Another card of newness. It's time to manifest something new for you. It's time to manifest something new, Aquarius, right? And Spirit wants you to put down your burden, this burden that we started with. Ooh, I just got a chill. It's time to put down your burden. Some of you Aquarians know what I'm talking about. Put down the burden and carry a lighter load right now. Okay. Very good. Okay, we've made it all the way through. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a few questions if you're up for it. You can pop them in the chat and we'll see what we get. Gina Fish says, Lily Rose says, for me too, and my Capricorn doggy, I'm on the cusp, January 19th. Okay. Sorry, Aquarius. I don't like ending on a negative note. But if anybody wants to put a question in, I'm willing to take it. It's kind of dark in here. We had a really gloomy day, which I loved because it kept things cooler. Okay, got your question, Margaret and Lucy. Thank you. A summer spirit reading. I love it. Okay, keep putting your questions in. I'm going to go ahead and just star them as they come, as I see them. Okay. How do you see my potential plumbing issue progressing? The building operations manager does not believe there's a leak since there's no evidence of water damage. I feel like you need to keep pressing it. Okay, keep on pressing this situation because I feel like it's going to be a tricky one to find, but it's there. It's going to be when they find it, they're going to know that they've got a little problem. Yeah. Okay. Got your question to Lily Rose and Gina and Polly. Okay. I want to say, I feel like you might need to go over the building operations manager's head or keep being the squeaky wheel because I feel like there is something there and you need to continue to pursue it because I think it could affect your health if it goes undetected for much longer. And I'm just starring a few more questions. Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Margaret. And press on with that. Okay. And I'm going to do these truly as fast as I can so that I don't hold some of you too late. I know it's after 9 on the East Coast, so thank you for joining me. All right, Lucy Luckich, may I have a summer spirit reading? Thank you. Okay. A summer spirit reading. Okay. It feels, for me, the energy that I get from your spirit guides is like joy and fun. It feels like it's bright and sunny and lighthearted. So I think they want you to just really find joy in your day. It feels to me like there's some, I don't know if there's art or some creativity, that you, any opportunities for creativity in your life. There, I also feel like, I mean, there could be a chance for like some classes or learning new things, but really kind of doing something that's just super fun and lighthearted. Yeah. Okay. What else am I getting? It just feels, I feel like your energy toward the end of the summer picks up, like late August, September. Maybe you're traveling or doing something really fun. I don't know if you are going to the beach or going to a lake or something like that. It feels like water. It just feels really nice, as far as I can see. Um, and family, I feel like there's something to do with family. So I don't know if you're going to visit family or you're going on a family vacation, but just do it, Lucy. I think it's going to be really nice. Okay. I get good vibes from it. And Margaret says, Neptune will retrograde in my 4th house of home. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense if you have a potential water leak. Yes. And hi, Melody. Got your question. Okay. Thank you, Alex. You're on the East Coast, but you don't mind. Peaceful time. Kelly chats. I like it. A Kelly chat. That's what I'm going to start calling this. Okay. Lily Rose. Is my doggy looking at surgery? Let me just. I feel like, yes. Is this something to do with a leg on your dog? Like a limping? Is he limping or something like that? I feel like it's kind of like a toward a hind quarter. If it's not his leg, it feels like it's in kind of his abdomen toward the back. Let me know what that is. I feel like there could be something there. I think he's going to be okay from it, though. I mean, he feels like he'll have a little recovery time, but I feel like he's going to be fine. Yes, he's been limping. Okay. I I do feel like, there's he's going to have to do a little rehab work. If he's not, let me think. I'm going to ask the dowsing rods. I'm going to ask one more time about the surgery because it's kind of like a 50-50 for me. It feels a little more yes than no. Okay. Will Lily Rose's doggy have to have surgery? Lucy, right? Lucy. Oh, that's a yes. So I feel like it might be something you want to consider with with Lucy, right? Oh, I'm sorry. You feel like he's getting misdiagnosed. He's young, right? It sort of feels, I don't know if it was an injury or like a congenital thing, but it feels like it's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about surgery. Nobody likes that. He's about 8. Okay, so maybe it is kind of like a joint situation happening. Okay. All right, thank you. And let's all wish Lucy. You say he, is it not? Oh, Bailey. Sorry about that. I don't know why I was calling him Lucy. Bailey. Let's all wish Bailey well. Okay. Gina Halleck. Kelly, will the workers who started refinishing our floors left midway on the job? Oh, gosh. Will they be back to finish them? No. I'm sorry. I think I just heard no right out of the gate. I don't know. I feel like these people, if you really did some investigation, they have a little bit of a sketchy track record there. the lead guy, whoever he is, the one you contracted with, just feels like he's kind of sketchy, sleazy. I'm so sorry. Like into things. If they come back, it might be you might have to really raise a stink, but I don't know if you want them to come back. I asked the dowsing rods, should Gina Halleck press it with the press the issue for them to come back? That's a no. I don't think you want them coming back. I know, money. It's money. But I would try to get the money back from them. Like if you haven't, hopefully you haven't paid him everything. Okay. I'm so sorry. Oh, Gina. That's why do people do that? Yes, Nelia says it's hard to find good help. Annie Bear, the boss went on our roof and put his foot through it. They haven't been back. Not sure why he went on our roof. That's the guy. Something's really not right about him. I feel like he's not a good person. All right, Polly. Is the crazy week for Scorpio related to my work or family? Okay. And it may not be you, Polly. That Scorpio message may not be for you, but let's ask. Let me tune in. Okay. I feel like it has more to do with work. If it is for you, I'm drawn in that direction. Like, I don't know if it's like piling too much work on or deadlines, or I don't know what this is, but I feel like there might be also some personalities at work that are, making things difficult. Hi, Terry, at Holding Your Space. I'm going to have Terry come on one day and we'll read together. What do you say? What do you say, Terry? Love you, girl. Terry and I have taken lots of classes to go out in the past together and practices. And got to check out her channel. Beautiful if you haven't. I'm sure most of you have. Oh, it's 11:11 here right now, says Melody. Okay. Thanks for popping in. All right, Polly. I feel like it might be something to do with work. The family part feels okay to me. Let me know. All right, Gina Fish. Any message from Spirit for my youngest kid, Susie? Love to have you on, Terry. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Susie, for Gina Fish's youngest, Susie. Okay. I feel like she feels to me a little bit like emotionally conflicted over something. I don't know if she's having trouble with friends or boyfriends, or I don't know how old she is, but it feels like there are some things that are really on her mind, and she's kind of, it feels a little, I don't know, it just feels tricky. Feels like it's really kind of, on your mind as well. Hi, Hills. Nice to see you. I will star your question. She feels to me like, generally speaking, I feel like this will be passing because Susie feels, I get this. She feels kind of like, generally, she's lively and sort of silly and fun. But something right now feels like it's kind of slowed her down. That's the energy that I get. It's like slowed her down and kind of she's in her mind or something. How old is she, Gina? Gina Fish. I'm seeing her younger, but I have a feeling she's kind of, I don't know, maybe she just feels like she's sort of dealing with some stuff right now. But it doesn't feel like it's going to, she's 21. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's young. But is she dealing with some like relationship issues? I feel like something's going on in that department with her. It feels more like friends, not boyfriend or anything like that. Oh, okay. Dealing with estrangement from dad. I get it. Okay. Yeah. She won't stay in that energy for long. She's really kind of coming into her own right now, and I feel like she's in this sort of like, I don't sorry, this is a weird image they're giving me. It's like a birth canal, the difficult part. And she's gonna come out and be better for whatever processing her feelings. Okay. All right. Thanks, Gina Fish. I'm sorry. Let's all send some blessings to Susie. Oh, goodness. That's tough. Okay. Alex H. Anything coming for me this week? Sorry. My neck just started getting stiff. For Alex H. coming for this week. Do you have some family plans? Like some fun things happening? I mean, I know it's 4th of July. It feels like toward the weekend you're going to be doing some fun things with the family. Like, I don't know, getting out, picnic, pool, something like that. Like that kind of energy feels really good to me. It also feels like it just feels like you're going to be outside, whatever that is, outside in nature. I don't know if it's like bike rides or nature or going someplace that, going to the beach, doing something like that. It feels nice. It feels like it's good energy. It feels, I feel family and outdoors for you. So that feels really nice to me, Alex H. Personally, I think that sounds nice. And also try not to be, there's something about being like kind of worried about work or being too busy with something too. Try to make sure you take time. Yes, with your mom and sister. Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah. But set the work aside for a little bit. Hi, Sharon D. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. We're doing speed readings here. I'm trying to be speedy. Hi, Melody. Melody Lamond from Down Under. Yes. Okay. Too late for a message. No. What was your message? What would you like to hear? Just a general message, Melody? Yeah, Alex, it sounds nice. But sort of take time for yourself. Okay. Melody. I'm just going to give you a general message. Melody. Okay. Melody, is your father on the other side? Because I feel like I'm getting a message from him. Like he feels like he's sending you his love and his compassion right now. Like I don't know if you've been thinking of him, if he's crossed. He feels like he feels like he's been kind of going through your mind lately, or he's trying to get your attention. If you're not thinking of him, he's working on your attention. Oh, there we go. You were estranged. I just feel like I feel like he is around you a lot. And if he was not kind and compassionate then, he feels like that now to me. I think it's like he knows the error of his ways. I do think he was a handsome guy. You may not want to hear this. But on the other side, they're just completely different. Regrets. But he feels like he's kind of joyful, like I don't know. There's something about his life that maybe made it difficult here, but he feels much lighter than he may have been on Earth. Good night. Good night, whoever's leaving. Annie Bear. Night. Night, night. Okay. What does he want to say? Okay. He really does want you to know that despite his whatever actions he did or did not take here on Earth, he loves you, and he really feels like, I feel like he's almost like pestering you to like acknowledge him. Like he really, it almost feels like he's a little annoying in that way. He just really wants you to know that he does deeply love you. Whatever may have transpired with you, I do feel his love for you. You can return it or not. It's your choice. Feel he's with another man too, like his father is what I'm sensing as well. So I think the attention that I'm being drawn to from his father has something to do with the way that he was, like how he was on Earth, right? But they're good now, which is interesting. It's a role they played. Does this make sense? Melody, that may not have been the person that you wanted to hear from, but I think it might be nice to know that he's not the same. He's not the same as he was. In Spirit Church, they would say this is a greeting, not a reading. Right? Exactly. And that's all I really feel from him. It's a presence. Yeah. Buonnuat. Is that how we say that? Nelia? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Melody. Have a good morning. I think it's morning time where you are. Okay. All right, Hills. And then we'll wrap it up. I have one more after this. I've got Hills, who's new and welcome. And then I have Maureen D'Amico. Or D'Amico. I don't know how we pronounce it. But Hills, welcome, welcome. Body energy. Okay. Currently under some medical problems. Okay, Hills. Okay. I'm feeling a few things. So I immediately felt like a heaviness kind of in my chest. So I don't know if this is heart, breast, lung, something like that in this part of my body. It just felt a little bit heavy to me. So are you having some it feels like there are some tests that they're doing. I don't know why I heard studies, but studies maybe. And it feels like there might be a procedure of some sort or medication. Something is actually going to be, it's going to come up, I feel like, for you. I'm not a medical doctor. Please see your doctor. But it feels like they're going to get to the bottom of whatever this is and help. It's going to help. I do feel like there's like a medicine or a procedure that's going to improve things. Okay. All right. Thank you. And please, I'm sorry about your trouble. We'll send you some healing too. And Lucy, I did star this because I don't know anything about what you're talking about, but I'm going to check it. Okay. A message from Grandma. How do I pronounce that? Maniot? Okay. Message from Grandma Maniot, if there's time. Night all, Lily. Stay cool. Oh my goodness, 1:14. Make it quick. Okay. Message from Grandma. Grandma feels to me like she was really good with her hands. She's showing me her hands. I feel like I don't know if it's like uh, sewing or knitting or something where she really spent a lot of time working on things that were intricate. Maybe it's baking, but I feel like she was kind of like that quintessential. Um, I feel like she was creative as well. She had a lot of creativity, and she used her hands to make things that brought joy to others, if that makes sense. Maureen. Okay. And it wasn't she. Is it knitting or crocheting? I'm kind of feeling like that was it or something like that. Really good cook and she was a housekeeper. Okay. Um, okay. She feels very down to earth. She seems like she was a very simple. Her looks is very simple, but like kind. But kind and but I want to say like a woman of few words. She just wasn't really. She didn't like to be the center of attention. She was just very like head down, did what she needed to do kind of lady. Um, was she a little bit on the short side? She feels a little bit shorter and, um, kind of, I don't know, like a kind smile. For you, message from you, for you, from, I don't know how to pronounce her, Maniot. Well, did she speak another language or something? Because I feel like that English may not have been her first language. Um, I think food was her first language. She was 6 feet tall. Oh, wow. That's not the way I see her. I wonder if I'm seeing somebody else because I'm seeing somebody who was kind of a little wider but, um, okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure I have the right person here. I don't know. I feel like it's her. I don't know why I'm seeing her short, but I don't always see the stature correctly. So I stand corrected. 6 feet tall. That is very tall. Okay. Was she a woman? I feel like she was a woman who, tell me if I'm correct, was she, I just feel like she may have had a little, like I said, she was a kind of a woman of, she just didn't feel like she was extremely expressive. Okay. Grandma Flatley. Okay. All right. Maybe. She didn't feel like she was extremely expressive and she like I feel like she had like structure and rules like this is the way we do things and so I don't tell me who I'm describing, which one of those I'm picking up, but it feels as if she was she was that quintessential homemaker, but she you don't really kind of bend the rules or break them in her household. That was like golden for her. This is the feeling that I'm getting. Okay. I'm asking her for more information. She's funny. I feel like she had a little bit of a stubborn streak too. Um, and she's got she's this is very weird. She has this sensibility to her. Like she's showing me the sensible shoes, like the flat, like the lace up modest shoes or whatever that may mean to her. I don't know if she had foot trouble or she just it's my symbol for like just being a really sensible person. Um, like I feel like she would not have, you know, done anything to really stand out. Oh, July 2nd, like, the red dress or whatever. She feels very kind of sensible. Oh, okay. Grandma Maniot. I don't know if I'm saying that right. July 2nd is her birthday. Okay. She's honored to be thinking. She's so understated, though. She's kind of very understated. And she's like kind of giving me like this bow kind of thing, like, thank you. But she doesn't really want to be under the spotlight. Grandma. Okay. But she's grateful that you're acknowledging her birthday. Yeah. She's just like, the word I'm hearing is like a good woman. Doesn't sound like she was ever, out there wild or like she didn't want to be the center of attention. She's a good person and she did her duty. She feels duty bound. This woman. Okay. Yeah. And she gave you, again, it gave you that little like kind of curtsy kind of thing, a little gentle kiss, but she wasn't really that outwardly expressive, but she does love you. And that's in her own understated way. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Maureen. Sorry. I don't know who the short one was, but maybe she was showing me that as a contrast. Very interesting. Okay. And some last question. I don't know anything about this. Do I think Brian Kohlberger committed the Idaho unalivings? Okay. Now I was out of town. I did see a little bit about it, but I don't know any details. So I'm going to try to. Brian Kohlberger. Idaho 4. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. Okay, Idaho 4. Brian Kohlberger. Was this in that recent one or thing that happened? Yeah, oh, the one with the kids, that like the 4 college kids or whatever, right? Okay. Because I'm feeling like there's somebody who's mentally ill. And is this Brian Kohlberger? I feel somebody who's not quite fully there, not connected with reality. Is this Brian? Does Brian have, I'm seeing somebody with like dark hair. Who may have been involved here. And he feels like he's sort of like a kind of introvert or whatever, but doesn't really connect with reality. Is that him? If that's what Brian Kohlberger looks like, or that sounds like his description, then I think he did it. Oh, I'm getting a chill. Okay. Brian. Has he been apprehended? Because I feel like he's not free, like moving about. Oh, he just feels mentally ill to me. Oh, possible autism diagnosis. Like, if that makes sense. He feels like he's kind of like a socially awkward, like out. I don't know. I'm not saying all autism brings this on, but he does not feel connected to reality, like pushed to the edge kind of thing. Oh, trial is supposed to happen soon. Okay. I think he did it. I don't know why. I don't know what his connection is with those kids, but I think he did it. Yes. He is so dark, says Maureen. Okay. Ooh. Well, let's hope that justice is done. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to call it a night, and I will probably not be here Friday evening because it is 4th of July, but I'm going to come on Saturday morning. Okay. And July 5th, we'll have a July 5th, reading to catch up with everything that we missed last week. And I love seeing you guys here. Um, Please leave comments after the show if you are so called to. I really do appreciate it. If you have any other things that you want me to read on, send me a message. Okay, I would love to see to help with that as well. And I will see everybody soon. Goodbye.